This is the Star Wars The Black Series Kit Fisto. Here's a quick look at the packaging. One of the last few figures, actually the very last figure I believe, for this Red Line series of Black Series figures. I picked up this figure from Kal-El Collectibles. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is Kit Fisto out of packaging. And he looks absolutely amazing. He's one of those very minor Jedi that has gotten a lot of screen time on the Clone Wars. He's gotten a lot, and I mean a ton, of 3.75-inch action figures, but this is the first time we've actually gotten him in the 1/12 scale, and I'm absolutely blown away by this figure. If you don't remember this scene...
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
It's treason, then.
It's treason, then. And with one swing, Kit Fisto dies. I mean, wow, I thought these were Master Jedis, but against the Sith Lord, these Master Jedi are no match for Palpatine's stabby moves. So a gorgeous, gorgeous looking figure. Very excited. Kit Fisto has been one of my favorite Jedi since I watched the Clone Wars, and I got to see more of this character. I think he's great. He's one of those aquatic species. He can move freely underwater. Obviously, he kind of looks like an octopus. Kind of looks like that baby that was delivered in Men in Black. I think Hasbro did a wonderful job with this figure. Now, if the figure looks very familiar, that's because the figure uses the Obi-Wan Kenobi body sculpt, the Padawan and the Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this particular body mold is looking to be Hasbro's go-to main basic male Jedi body mold. It's like what they did with the Marvel Legends, where they have one base mold for Spider-Man figures. For generic male characters, for the Marvel Legends, they use the same body sculpt, much like what they did with Ghostbusters and Power Rangers and all that. I think they're doing the same thing here with the Black Series. The obvious difference being the head sculpt and the sculpt of the hands, as well as the lightsaber, which we'll get to in a while. But the tunic, the upper torso, the arms, the legs, the lower part of the tunic is identical to the Obi-Wan Kenobi mold. Even the boots, they're actually the same. I thought we would be getting a hybrid of the Qui-Gon Jinn and the Mace Windu mold, but I figured Hasbro found out that the molds have their own limitations, particularly the Mace Windu mold. This ankle joint is just absolutely horrible. So I figured, if we're going to do lesser known characters or minor Jedi, let's just remold the main body mold, and we'll just change the head sculpt, change the color and the hands. And I wouldn't blame them. I think it's a great body mold. My only gripe has always been the angled position of the ball joint, or this ball joint peg, and you just need to be very, very careful when you're posing this figure. But he is a treat. He is a delight to actually play around with, and yeah, I'm very, very pleased with him. Let's look at the head sculpt in greater detail. That is a glorious Kit Fisto head sculpt. Lots of wash, red, blue, green, light green line. Everywhere on this head sculpt, Hasbro took their time to really give us a magnificent and wonderful work of art. I really, really love this one. The hands, they've also given it some wash. This is sort of the Force hand, like, or when he pushes C-3PO in an Attack of the Clones. The other one can hold the lightsaber very firmly. You can have him double fist the lightsaber, which is fine. So let's talk about Kit Fisto's lightsaber. This is at least the lightsaber that came with this figure. They've modified the lightsaber peg into a multiple flared pegs instead of just one. So it's a lot more stable, but it's not too loose. It's not too tight. You can get it in and out very easily without fear of breaking it. However, I think this is the incorrect lightsaber. If you look at the Black Series lightsaber that Hasbro is releasing or has released in some areas, some parts of the world, the lightsaber hilt is quite different. This is the actual Kit Fisto lightsaber, or at least based on the prop, and the tip of the lightsaber, the butt end of the hilt, should look like the tip of a shaft, a cylindrical shaft that's tapering towards the tip. So whatever. This is the closest lightsaber hilt I could find that matches the Kit Fisto specs, which is one of the lightsabers that came with General Grievous. Albeit, this lightsaber has some black paint apps. The shape of the hilt, that tip of the cylinder, closely resembles that of Kit Fisto's actual lightsaber. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to swap out the lightsaber blades, and this is going to go back. This might go back to General Grievous, and this one is going to stay with Kit Fisto, in my collection at least. And look at that. I think this is a closer approximation of what the lightsaber should have been for Kit Fisto. I'm not entirely sure how Hasbro could have missed this. I mean, they've been very accurate for most of their Black Series figures, even Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The details are spot on, and for them to make this minor error, I believe, I think somebody must have brought in the wrong mold or something like that. I don't know why. I think Hasbro should address this. Maybe, I'm pretty sure this is going to get repacked somewhere. They'll probably repack this figure in the new line of 4.0 Black Series figures for Attack of the Clones, and I'm hoping they will redo the lightsaber and give us a more accurate hilt for Kit Fisto. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed my little video review of the Star Wars The Black Series Kit Fisto. That General Grievous lightsaber is looking much better for this Kit Fisto figure. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this figure. This figure is obviously going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Best of luck to everybody hunting him down. And as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much to everyone who stayed till the very end of this video. And as a treat, I wanted to just flex and show off some, well, makeovers that I've done for the review station. And if you've noticed in some of my reviews, there was only a patch of white that I've kept solely right there for review purposes for the figures, and sometimes you would see the wallpaper at the back and it just didn't look very pretty. So what I did was I've bought more white paper, and I've actually covered almost the entire desk with that white paper. And if you look at it from the side, it now spans a bigger area, so that every time there's a shot, you'd always see just the white background and you won't be distracted with that ugly shade of wallpaper and all that. So it's all white now, and I hope I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm really liking it. Even at wide angles, everything is still white out, and if you do focus on the figure and you increase the exposure of the camera, you'll mostly, miss all the lines created by the gaps of the paper. So very happy with this one.